5 personals, flagrant 1 on Dylan Brooks. He's upset. He thinks it should be.
That ain't no flagrant 1. That is not a flagrant foul.
Still talking. He and Dylan Brooks stay on the floor. 5:45 to go. Rockets 30-point lead is 16.
That's not a flagrant foul.
There's one thing that LeBron has not been superhuman at in his career is free throw shooting.
That's not a flagrant foul.
74% foul shooting for career.
Just a...
75 this season. Yeah, that frustration is set in. You saw tripping at the referees.
Yeah, that's not a flagrant foul.
He's 3 and 8 at the line in this game. He makes the league Dylan in there. Yeah. He's still checking LeBron. He's gonna keep an eye on him.
Yeah, LeBron don't want to. It's not a flagrant foul. It's not a flagrant foul. LeBron soft. Come on, Rockets, let's go. Come on, Rockets. Well, we see they're trying to cheat. That's what's going on. They're trying to cheat. We see the cheat. We know what's going on. They're trying to cheat. They're trying to call all type of fouls, slow the clock down, try to bring these bums back in the game.
Easy call. They may go look at this easy call. Dylan Brooks is getting under the skin of the Lakers.
LeBron wouldn't make it in the 90s. He over there crying. That was not a flagrant foul. Number one, that was not a flagrant foul.
Jackson Hayes trying to take care of LeBron here. See that shoulder. Dylan's probably going to feel that when tomorrow going to happen.
Yeah. Wasn't a flagrant foul. All right, Rockets, settle down. There you go. There you go. There you go. There you go, Algoon. Let's go, baby. LeBron over there crying. He wanted to get Dylan Brooks fouled out the game. Come on, Rockets. Let's go. All you got to do is keep attacking the basket like he was doing. Why he pump fake? You didn't have to pump fake, man. Just pull it straight up. Come on. Run these bums off the court. They tired. Let's go. Run these bums off the court. That's a foul right there. I'm tired of these overrated bum Lakers. I'm tired of these bum Lakers. They overrated. Come on, Algoon. Oh, come on, man. You traveled. Go back to what y'all was doing in the first quarter. 2-man game. Call a timeout. It was ridiculous what they did to the Warriors. They cheated the Warriors. Now they're trying to cheat. They're trying to cheat the Rockets. Absolutely ridiculous. We need LeBron to retire, man. I'm ready for some real basketball. It's just like, you got to ask yourself, how is he the captain automatically of the All-Star West team? How is he the captain automatically of the All-Star West team when they're sitting at the 9th seed? They fluctuate from the 9th, 10th, and 11th, but he's automatically the captain. Anthony Edwards, he got robbed. Whoever the number one seed is, they got robbed. You don't get to be the captain of the All-Star team and your record is a losing record. But, you know, they want to try to convince you that LeBron James is the best player of all time, et cetera, et cetera. You got to also understand, too, that he's not even better than Anthony Davis this season. Anthony Davis is actually carrying LeBron. Anthony Davis is actually playing better. He hasn't really missed too many games with injuries. So he's kind of been he's been good there. Why come Anthony Davis didn't get the All-Star captain? If it's gonna be like that. All right, come on, Rockets. Come on. Come on.
Anthony Davis on this surge. It's been Jackson Hayes. Reeves is a terrific fourth-quarter shooter. This is there.
Come on, push the damn ball. All you got to do is push the ball. Yeah, fan voting. Bronze-sexual voting, that's what it's called. Bronze-sexual voting. Ball strapping LeBron, that's what it is. Come on. I don't understand. Attack the basket, that's all you got to do. Say ain't no fan votes. It say ain't no fan votes on that BS. I believe you, ain't no fan votes on it. It's all bronze-sexual. It's probably automatic. Adam Silver don't know what he gonna do without LeBron. Ain't nowhere in the world he should be the captain, man. He was the captain the year Steph Curry and then won the championship in 2022. It's like it's automatic. But they call it fan voting. Trash, man. This NBA is trash, man. They don't play defense. I think the other night it was like what? Luka had 60 and B had 70. And nobody playing defense. Come on, Houston. Y'all got 2 more minutes. Run these bums off the court. Don't give them no life. We know what the NBA wants. I'm a fan. I didn't get a vote. He got a lot of fans. He got a lot of bronze-sexuals. That's what it is. It's a lot of bronze-sexuals. Nope. That's Houston's ball. I want to see what happened to Golden State happen tonight. Golden State got robbed. I'm mad that Steve Kerr was passive-aggressive with it. Sometimes you got to say something. He said something, but he said it in a passive-aggressive way. That's right. Let's go. Uh-huh. Let's go. Push that ball, baby. Let's go, Houston. That's a foul. Come on, man. Come on, that's a foul.
And the Lakers can't believe it. LeBron is furious. You got Austin Reeves.
There's plenty to talk about. You bums, that's what you guys want to hear. Trust me. There's a lot of stuff to talk about. You guys just don't. You guys, that's y'all hot button. That's what gets you all emotional. We are talking about the game because the game is tainted right now, and we can't get true basketball until this bum retires. The NBA ain't been right since he's been in the league because they've been manipulating the seasons. Every season he needs a new team. I mean, think about it. They talk about trading D'Angelo Russell, and D'Angelo Russell's been playing great. I wish MJ did have a point guard like D'Angelo Russell. He ain't never had a point guard like D'Angelo Russell. BJ Armstrong, John Paxson. This man got game. But y'all want to trade him because y'all think DeJounte Murray gonna solve all the problems. I'll talk about whatever I want to. You on the platform. Talk about whatever I want to. You could have cast your vote. They probably rigged it. They probably would rig it. Come on. Go ahead and put the reserves in. Oh, yeah, there's plenty of talk. When we put up comparisons of players, 90 players, when we talk about Steph Curry, when we talk about Larry Bird, all that stuff, you guys don't want to hear that. But as soon as we say something about your daddy, LeBron, your master LeBron, you get mad. Talk about something else. Yeah, when it comes to them, it's rigged. Good shot. Oh, okay, yeah, they put the reserves in. It's over with. It's over with. It's over with. Y'all can beat the Houston. Y'all can beat the Golden State Warriors, but y'all can't beat the Houston Rockets. Yeah, it wouldn't have counted. It wouldn't have mattered. Sean, I agree with you. It wouldn't have mattered at all because it's already set in stone. They're going to give him that regardless. He'd have a fit if somebody else was the captain. Because I want to. I want to. I can do whatever I want to. If I want to talk about the Lakers, I can. If I want to talk about MJ, I can. Whoever I want to talk about, I will. Ain't no personal talk. Was it personal when the Denver Nuggets coach said that that they were LeBron's daddy? Y'all just got y'all emotions in it. That's all it is. Y'all got y'all emotions in it. Mike Malone got up and said, "We are the Lakers' daddy," and y'all was pissed. Yeah, in this game, sending these bums home. Y'all remember that in the summertime when the Denver Nuggets swept them? And he said that they were the Lakers' daddy. Y'all mad. And then LeBron get up, he mad too. He started tweeting, talking about as sure as the sun shines, I'm the sun. Man, you ain't the sun, man. Your sun light just got dimmed by Nikola Jokic. You got swept. He wasn't saying that in 2020. Y'all still on that pandemic pickup bubble ring? See, if it was a true championship, why hasn't LeBron won outside of the bubble? That's what I keep trying to tell you. That's what I keep trying to tell you. You keep talking about 2020. You living in the past. The COVID ring, the Kobe ring. I'm not in my feelings. I'm just stating facts. LeBron hasn't won outside of the bubble since he's been in LA. Number one, I keep telling you, 2019, what happened? He got beat by the New York Knicks, didn't even make the playoffs. 2020, how many months when COVID came was the season canceled for? I want to say they had 4 months. They had 4 months off. Yeah, he keep talking about the bubble, man. He talking about the bubble. That was AAU basketball. That was pickup basketball. Mm-hmm. That was pickup basketball. George Karl from the Seattle Supersonics and the former coach of the Denver Nuggets even called it pickup basketball. Scottie Pippen called it pickup basketball. He said, that don't count. That's pickup basketball. Wasn't no fans. Wasn't no travel. And you guys fail to realize, oh, well, they lived inside of the bubble and they didn't go outside the bubble. They had personal chefs. They had everything they wanted, massages and everything. That's rich folk problem right there. When they came back the next year, they didn't win. They got swept. They got eliminated in the first round. And then the second year is when they formed the super team because that team wasn't good enough. With Andre Drummond and all y'all talking about, y'all want Andre Drummond and Caruso. Y'all want all them guys back. And y'all traded them. And so now, and then now, in 2022, y'all got Melo. Y'all was talking about beached up Melo. Yeah, we got Melo. We got Westbrook. Yeah, y'all was talking about y'all gonna win the championship this year. They didn't even make the playoffs, man. The Bums didn't even make the playoffs, man. And then the NBA helped them this year. And every team they played kept having players out. Oh, yeah, every team they played kept having playoff. Yep. They had, inside the bubble, they had personal chefs. They had all that inside the bubble. Massages, personal chefs. They had everything inside the bubble. It ain't the same as being able to travel back and forth. You got the fans cheering you on or cheering against you. You got to play under pressure. You got to play in those type of environments. It ain't the same. When you on the free throw line and you got to pull, LeBron gonna miss them free throws anyway. He ain't a good free throw shooter. I don't know how you be the GOAT, but you can't shoot free throws. But with that being said, it wasn't no what they had the cardboard box fans sitting up there and all cheering off a monitor. Denver had injuries. Come on, man. The fact that they haven't won anything outside of that bubble shows that they were fraudulent. It shows that they were more skilled. Well, actually, it shows that it's a lack of skill because outside of the bubble, Adam Silver Slippers had to go head on and he had to lower the standards. See, Michael Jordan should be laughing. The so-called GOAT couldn't make the playoffs, so they lowered the standards for him. They had a play-in or the in-season tournament, and then they had a play-in tournament. Play-in tournament is from what? Teams 9 through, you 8 through 10 or 8 through 11? So with that being said, you still get a chance to make the playoffs. That's all to save LeBron because who every season ends up in the play-in position. If it wasn't for the play-in, he wouldn't even have a chance to make the playoffs. I guarantee you. They made the tournament when the Lakers were first place. Huh? In 2019, they did not make the NBA playoffs. He called and he begged and whined and cried for Anthony Davis. That's what happened. Anthony Davis came over, and that's what happened there. In 2021, they missed. Well, they got eliminated from the first round. The play-in started in 2022. LeBron called it stupid and dumb. Remember? And then after that, he benefited in 2023 because he actually made the play-in because they carried him. Kobe ain't had to die for people to quit. Nobody was hating on him. Only LeBron sexuals was hating on him. How is he a ball hog? How is LeBron James just taking about 20 shots per game? And you're telling me that he's not a ball hog? That's a ball hog right there. He's taking 20 shots per game. That's a ball hog. So they made the play-in when the Lakers won in 2020. The play-in wasn't in 2020. Look up when the play-in came into existence. That was something Adam Silver did later on because the Lakers, they got eliminated in 2021. Devin Booker and Chris Paul sent them home. Because remember in 2021, the Milwaukee Bucks ended up facing the Phoenix Suns in the NBA Finals, and Giannis ended up getting his ring. Giannis ended up getting his ring in 2021. So they got sent home in the first round. So to ensure that he makes the play-in, the playoffs, they come up with this idea called the play-in, and there you go. But guess what? The first time around, just like LeBron fashion, he didn't even make the play-in. He missed it with a super team. And then next year, they shoot more free throws than any other team in the NBA just to end up making the playoffs. So they were getting an assist from the NBA. And they ended up shooting more free throws than the Golden State Warriors. They ended up shooting more free throws than the Denver Nuggets, who was attacking the paint in that series also, and they shot more free throws than the Memphis Grizzlies, and that's how they got there. But they out here losing to the Houston Rockets. They out here losing to the Houston Rockets. So that's proof right there. That show you, man. That show you, man. This team fraudulent, man. He got more talent on his team than the Houston Rockets do. But what happened in this game is that the youth got to them because it's a young man's game. And the fact that they went, 2 overtimes with Golden State, they had to go 2 overtimes to help them beat Golden State. Oh, they got spanked. Yeah, they tried to help him come back. And you know why? You know why they beat Golden State. You know exactly why. Because anytime you get 30-something free throws to only win the game by 1, that's the mark of a rig. The ball started moving. They didn't care who. So you tell me. Early in the season, we were like, wow, this team is really selfless. They're sharing the basketball, but exactly, free throws. Free throws was the thing, and the reason why they beat the Golden State Warriors. It was the reason why they beat them in the final, the second round last year and this year. And the hustle was there, and then Cam Whitmore, man. Like those 4 minutes. In your opinion, since you guys want to talk about something else, who is going to be the MVP? That's what I want to know. Who's the most valuable player of this season? It's going to be a moment that a lot of Rockets fans are going to be watching. You act like that's an enormous amount of threes, first of all. 36 assists for the Rockets here season. In terms of the time, if that was back in the 90s, yes, that would be a ridiculous amount of three-pointers, but that's the norm in this game. I think the league average is about 30-something to 40 free throws a game. So with that being said, that's not a crazy amount for the Golden State Warriors. But any team that plays the Lakers, all of a sudden their free throws start to diminish. I mean, look at the Raptors. I guess the Raptors were lying also because the Raptor coach, when you go back and you look 2 weeks ago when they played the Raptors took 70 points in the paint, and the LA Lakers took about 50 points in the paint. Yet the LA Lakers shot 38 free throws, and the Toronto Raptors ended up shooting 14 or 13 free throws all game. So they took twice the amount. So that just nullifies what you're trying to say. See, you a casual fan. The refs can't make the ball go in the rim. No, they can't make the ball, but they can control the pace of the game. They can give you ghost fouls and take out key players that's, playing good or that's playing good defense. They can take out your key person and have half your, like the Golden State Warriors, half their team was in foul trouble, but not the Lakers. That's all done intentionally. It's to give the team that they need to win more of an advantage. That's all that is. And hopefully much more. Take this, and it shouldn't. Here's the thing: when Coach Udoka is going to preach in locker room, it shouldn't have to take LeBron James and the Lakers. It still don't matter if they do. Even if they did, you still can't justify that when they play, they end up taking more free throws than half the teams in the NBA. 3 players fouled out in a home game. There you go. 3 players fouled out. Klay Thompson fouled out, the person who was actually playing some pretty decent defense on LeBron. Andrew Wiggins ended up fouling out. Who else fouled out on that game, Sean? I can't remember. Who else fouled out. And it's a home game, so it wasn't like it was a road game. So they shot how the opponent come in and shoot more free throws just to win by 1. They shot close to 40-some free throws, 42 free throws to win the game by 1. That's not so. The Toronto Raptors couldn't play defense either. Because they took 70 points in the paint. 70 points in the paint. Yet they only shot 13 free throws for the whole game. The Lakers took 50 points in the paint, 50 to 58 points in the paint. And the Lakers still doubled the free throws of the Toronto Raptors. Help me understand that. Green and Kuminga, yeah, they had 5 apiece. The GOAT is better than your favorite player. I mean, Steph Curry and LeBron James and Andre Iguodala got 4 rings. So he's not even better than Andre Iguodala. He's not better than Steph Curry. How he got the same amount of rings as Steph Curry and Iguodala and more finals losses, but he's better than my favorite player. Do y'all even listen to the stuff y'all be saying? Or y'all just be talking out y'all, what rear end. Right, 50. So what? It wasn't like it was a very big differential in the points in the paint. Curry was getting to the paint. Kuminga was getting to the paint. Kuminga attacks the paint a lot. That's his game. (2016) is when he led every stat final against. Okay. So I got my response to that is, how many times did he play the Golden State Warriors? Lyle. How many times did he play the Golden State Warriors? 4. How many times did he lose to the Golden State Warriors? 3. Okay, so that proves that the Golden State Warriors got the best of them, and the Golden State Warriors and Steph Curry is better than LeBron. And number 2, you ever heard of a man called Hakeem Olajuwon? Hakeem Olajuwon led in points, assists, rebounds, and blocks, steals in I think it was the 1994 playoffs without an All-Star or Hall of Famer on his team. How about that? Now, LeBron didn't do that because he had Kyrie Irving, and Kyrie Irving was the one who actually hit the shot against the Golden State Warriors. LeBron couldn't do it. LeBron couldn't seal the deal, so Kyrie had to do it. All I hear is excuses. I hear excuses. Okay. Since you want to say now compare the roster, my question is this. Who had the better roster in 2011 when he went up against the Dallas Mavericks? Did the Dallas Mavericks have a better roster, or did the Miami Heat have the better roster? I think that the Miami Heat had the better roster. So you can't even use that argument because he still lost against the Dallas Mavericks, although he had the better roster. He had D-Wade, Chris Bosh on that team.
Yeah, and also rebounding, pushing, encouraging to get off the glass, use that athleticism, get out and play.
Well, here's the difference, actually, and John Paxson and Steve Kerr. So since you brought that up, I think it was in the 93 finals, Michael Jordan averaged 41 points per game, the greatest player to ever play the game. And he had the highest points scored total in terms of an average in any playoff series. And I think he scored 8 straight points for the Chicago Bulls in the fourth quarter against the Phoenix Suns in that closeout game. And that last shot, John Paxson hit after Jordan scored 8 straight points.
Yeah, I mean, that's a big part. And, we talked to him about it.
So that's the difference. And then with Steve Kerr, Michael Jordan called that. He said, they're going to double team me and I'm going to hit you. Knock down the shot. And that's what happened. So it's a difference in what you're talking about. LeBron doesn't even have in his career a shot to win the championship. Jordan actually won the championship on his last shot in 1998. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's true. That's true, too. That was another thing that turned the series. They kicked out Draymond. So it's always some type of controversy surrounding LeBron when he wins something, because it's got to be set up and put in his lap to win. Like this in-season tournament, only Wiggs and Clay fouled out. Well, who was guarding LeBron in that game? Please answer that question, Elijah. Who was guarding LeBron James in that game? Wiggs and Clay. Wiggs and Clay were actually the ones that were guarding LeBron James. So Brandon Przzinski was on LeBron for that last play. He's too little. So LeBron was able to run into him, knock him over, and travel and get to the rim and get a foul. Clay is a lot bigger, and Wiggins is a lot bigger than Brandon Przzinski. Bogut broke his leg, yeah. Yep. That's stuff they don't want to talk about. They don't want to talk about that kind of stuff. But since we're on the subject, who's the MVP for this season? It could be Nikola Jokic. I think they said that Joel Embiid can't miss a certain amount of more games before to qualify for it. So I think it's going to be Nikola Jokic. He could be that MVP this season.
That's what I'm saying. I mean, he was active there. He had some stability back and some size there, and then, made some shots, knocked that down. So,
said yes, and they fouled him. Don't want to get fouled out. Don't foul. That sounds nice until what happens to the Lakers. And it's funny that when did he hit the last shot against Golden State to put them away for good?
Yeah, I mean, that's a night-to-night basis on his part. It's just,
Because I think if you could comprehend what I said, he don't have a championship shot. A championship shot. And he didn't put the Golden State Warriors away for good because they won the title in 2022. So obviously it wasn't for good. But a championship shot is what Mike did in Utah on the last few seconds of the game when he crossed over Brian Russell and he hit the shot to raise up the. That's what I mean by championship winning shot. LeBron don't have one of those. Along with 2 3-peats. That's why Michael Jordan's a GOAT, because he got 2 3-peats. You know how hard it is to win an NBA championship, not only 2 years in a row, but 3 times, and to do it 3 times, how much it takes on a body, how much physicality, how physical that is. Do you understand what the grind that Michael Jordan had to go through just to win 3 straight championships? The injuries, sure he had injuries he played through, been playing through the flu game, all that type of stuff. Michael Jordan, he was disciplined and he wanted it. And he put it in his mind that no one could stop him. Jordan didn't have to play against the Golden State Warriors and Curry and KD. Okay. Let's reverse that. LeBron James didn't have the same road to prosperity that Michael Jordan had. With that being said, LeBron James had the easiest road to the playoffs. He plays in the cupcake era. Plays in the soft era where people are tweeting saying, Kyrie Irving said in an interview with Sports Magazine that this is the softest, weakest era in terms of defense ever. They don't play defense. Why do you think Luka Doncic was able to drop 60? It ain't just because he's so cold. It's because they don't play defense. They don't contest it. They don't close out. They don't contest threes. That's all it is. But you guys are impressed with stats. Y'all not impressed with the totality of the whole game. See, I want to see the totality of the whole game. I'm impressed with the totality of the game. Show me the players playing on both ends of the basketball. I don't see that today. It's very rare that you see players trying to play. KD, he's a good defender. He plays on both ends of the basketball when he wants to. Anthony Davis is kind of decent when he wants to be, but LeBron don't do that. But y'all gonna say he's 39. But when he winning, then y'all turn around and say, well, look what he's doing at 39. Luka dropping 60 on any of those plumbers. See, that's just another ridiculous statement. So if Luka, as slow as he is and unathletic as he is, could drop 60 in today's era, then that means Larry Bird, the greatest small forward of all time, Larry Bird would definitely drop 60. Probably would do it with the left hand. Yeah. Larry Bird would just go crazy in this era. Larry Bird would go crazy. Who's gonna stop Larry Bird in this era? Nobody. And this type of style of basketball would be meant for Larry Bird. That's why Team USA won't have any chance with any international. Oh yeah, because they don't play any kind of defense, so they got to outscore them. See, all they want to do in this era is shoot threes, transition threes, run up and down the court, shoot threes, and that's why the All Star game sucks too, because they don't play defense anymore. Not saying that you're supposed to go out there and put your all into the All Star game because you don't want them to get injured, but there was a competitive spirit at least in the '90s when I watched the All Star weekend. Now I don't even really want to watch the All Star weekend. I don't even waste any money on buying any snacks or groceries or anything for it because it's a waste of time. Y'all are the G Leaguer. Matt McClung came in and actually won the dunk contest this year. No competition. Feels like an All-Star game. Oh, yeah. Yeah, I don't watch it. They end up, what, 140, 120. I see them just letting guys go out the way and make layups. But you know who's responsible for this is Adam Silver. Hell, soon they'll be paying these guys an incentive. They're going to be doing, hey, we'll give you a $500,000 incentive to win. That's going to be the next thing. It's not like for the love of the game. Like, you know, back in the day, they played for the love of the game. So that's kind of, you know, yeah, this is a thing, bro. They play for the love of the game of basketball, so it's a little different. But once again, nobody's telling me who their MVP is. Who was your MVP this season? Please don't tell me LeBron. Please don't tell me LeBron James the MVP. He ain't won the MVP since, what, 2014? So don't tell me him. The decline of defense, those rules started in 2003 because they wanted to get more into the analytics of the game. But guess who was coming into the league? Your boy LeBron LeBubble James came into the league in 2003. So it makes it a little bit more easier for him. And you got positionless basketball. You really don't have centers and bigs, you know, in the lane anymore, actually playing in the paint. So it's a lot of small ball. So what that does is allow somebody like him that's 6'8" to just attack the basket super easy. He can just attack the basket super easy and just get layups. I gotta admit, what? Well, that's number one. That first thing, Mike E. Justice, the first part of your statement is actually incorrect because uh, you know damn well that a lot of the bronzexual community, uh, or you know your Kendrick Perkins, uh, your Nick Wrights, you know your LaShannon Sharps, your Rich Pauls, you know all your guys, you know who are plants in the media for LeBron James declares that he is the actually LeBron declared himself the GOAT in 2016. So that first part is actually false. And the second part, I gotta admit that he's a damn good player. LeBron is a good player, but he's not. I don't even think I could name some players that are better that I've seen play basketball. I mean, actually 1 through 10. Thank you, Houston, from the Lakers fan. Warriors now have no chance of moving up. Oh, okay. I don't care. I'm just glad that the Lakers got their butt spanked. The Lakers got their butt spanked, and I'm excited. I'm excited about that. I'm happy. I'm so happy. I think the Lakers would be a lot better when he, because they got some good players on their team. They got Jackson Hayes. They got Anthony Davis on the team. Um, they got Austin Reeves. You know he could ball. You got D'Angelo Russell on that team. You got Max Christie on that team. The Lakers, they got talent. They got talent on the team, but the issue is that they got to play with LeBron, and until he controls the ball, making bad turnovers, etc. If he actually gets off that team, I don't think that they could develop the Lakers and move them in a positive direction. So if I'm a Laker fan, I want him out because look what you guys got. Look at all the trades you guys have made. You traded away Malik. You got rid of Malik Monk. I know it's going to be expensive to get him to keep him, but he's thriving as a Sacramento King coming off the bench. Y'all couldn't keep Lonnie Walker. Lonnie Walker's still a decent player. Y'all have had players, but y'all don't win because there's an issue. Well, Chris Paul is out of himself, and Chris Paul is actually injured right now. So Chris Paul didn't get a chance to play in that game, but Chris Paul does do a great job of coming off the bench and controlling the pace. Because remember, they had Jordan Poole there, and Jordan Poole, he was kind of wild. He was out of control. He didn't play with a good tempo coming off the bench. Even though he could score, he would, take ill-advised shots or dribble into a crowd, unnecessary turnovers and things of that nature, when you had Jordan Poole in the game. So Chris Paul's older, he's injury prone, but he's a better decision maker. Bron, the best point man on the team. Why take the ball out of his hands? It's the same reason why he's got 5,000 turnovers. He got 5,000 turnovers. The Warriors aren't a super team. The Warriors aren't a super team. I don't know where you get that from. They aren't a super team. You got to take the ball out of his hands because the system don't work no more. That system that he's using in Miami, so he's not a great shooter. So what they did was Pat Riley and them, they surrounded him with shooters. That's why they always trying to talk about shooters. Let's put shooters around him and just let him dot and let him, do his little thing. So you got what happened is they got position this basketball. There's no center, so he could just drive to the basket, kick out to the 3-point shooters, and he can, when he's going to the basket, he's flopping or he's traveling or he's committing offensive fouls. And then you got the commentators like Doris Burke and all those people saying they confuse you all by saying stuff like, "Well, was that an offensive foul? I'm not really sure. Is that a block?" It's an offensive foul because he go in with his shoulders or he push off with his arms. So, but with that being said, he has to control it so he can get his assists, his points, etc. in his system. And if he got those shooters around him, then you can kick the ball around. That's why they got rid of Westbrook because they said Westbrook couldn't shoot. And then you had who else you had? You had Malik Monk who could get hot sometimes. You had Mike Beasley on that team. Not Caruso. You had Austin Reeves, you had Melo, try to put them around people that can shoot the basketball so that, that's another way you can buffer up his stats. And when he had 10 or 15, 20, and 20, all that kind of stuff to manipulate the narrative. But what goes wrong is their game actually kind of diminishes a little bit because he's so ball dominant. And you got to sit around and react to what LeBron is doing. That's the difference. See, when the Warriors are playing, they got a system. In that system, the ball is always moving around. Players are always cutting to the basket. Curry's cutting to the basket. Clay cutting to the basket. Draymond cutting to the basket. You got all these players that's cutting to the basket. The ball is always moving. So you're not necessarily dependent on one person to do everything. They got 5 All-Stars in there. Well, first of all, CP3 ain't in the lineup. And right now, Andrew Wiggins is not an All-Star. I think he made the All-Star team one time, and he's averaging 12.1 points a game this season, so he's not an All-Star. Curry is carrying the team, and Thompson, we already know he ain't really been the same since his, his Achilles tendon and his knee injury. So Klay Thompson has not been the same. He's been streaky. When he gets hot because he knocked down some key shots in that game versus the Lakers. But what they do, they blew the whistle and fouled him out. Little whistle fouled him out at home, so that way, it gives the advantage to the Lakers. Oh man, it's been a long day. If you got 3 Hall of Fame, you're a super team. Duncan, Manu, Parker, Ray. That's not a super team. I don't know why what you're getting with a super team, because Clay ain't in his prime. He's not in his prime. Clay is averaging 16 points a game this season. That's not a super team. How are they all-star caliber when the all-star is not available? This is the same excuses y'all use. So when Anthony Davis goes down and the Lakers was losing, y'all, well, he don't get his man out there. He don't get him. Well, shoot, he still had the Dwight Howard. He still had the mother bombs. I didn't say the Lakers are a super team right now. They got a top 75 player. Okay? They got a top 75 player in Anthony Davis. They got a top 75 player in LeBron James. The year they missed the play-in, they had a top 75 player in Melo, Westbrook, Davis, and LeBron. So they had 4 top 75 players, future Hall of Famers, etc. And former multiple-time All-Stars, not a one-time All-Star. Yep. They're not in their prime. Yeah, I enjoyed this game. I enjoyed seeing the Lakers get waxed. That was funny. They got waxed. They got the Atlanta Hawks next. I think they got the Boston Celtics next, which I think the Boston Celtics are gonna put the belts on them. Well, how about this? Let me say something. Since you don't have anything to actually say, that is, what we're gonna do, we're gonna take care of you, Carl Braun Jr. So it sounds like you're a LeBron nuthugger. We're just gonna go ahead and we'll have you blocked. So that way, because you got 40 followers, we'll have you blocked, okay? So that's how we'll take care of that. That's just simple. When Jordan came back in 95, and got whipped by Nick Anderson and Orlando Magic, did anybody say that wasn't the same Jordan? Well, yeah, everybody actually said that. Most commentators actually knew that it wasn't the same Jordan, because one, he walked straight from off of a baseball field. Now, let's understand this. Anybody who played baseball understands that baseball and basketball, there's 2 different types of trainings for it. You don't go through the same type of training. So baseball shape isn't basketball shape. So you lose a little bit of your decision making, your timing, etc. when it comes down to basketball. So that's what he was doing. He was already off 2 years. Then he's playing baseball. It's not the same. But what you guys fail to realize is that when he actually got in basketball shape, he actually made the camp. He had a full season. What happens? There's 2 3-peats, which something that LeBron has never done. A full season, what happens? Something LeBron's never done. Full season. Has never done. Something LeBron's never done. Full season. Something LeBron's never done. Full season. Lakers lost right now. Lakers lost badly. So let me ask you a question. What they need? More help? Lakers lost badly. Please don't tell me he ain't got enough help. Who they need? DeJounte Murray? Who they need? Tell me. Because they finna go on a losing streak. Their best chance they might have is the Hawks. And they lucky that in a couple days they play the New York Knicks. And Julius Randle dislocated his shoulder or something, but he's going to be out for a couple weeks. So they said he didn't need surgery or anything like that. So that's a blessing for him in disguise because the Knicks already ran him off the ball, but they probably will get that game against the Knicks in the Garden because they're missing one of their best scorers. So I'm just wondering, what's the excuses for tonight for the Bronsexuals? I want to know y'all excuses for tonight. Mm-hmm. I'm going to say it once again, he was in baseball shape. He's in baseball shape. So if you don't play basketball for 2 seasons and you're playing soccer or playing another sport, no one is going to expect you just to walk straight off the soccer field and come straight in and just win a championship in the middle of the season because he came back in March. So it was close to the playoffs anyway. So, but whereas LeBron, Raymond James, he has had the most trades in NBA history. They've given him the most help. He's lost with the most All-Stars, the most MVPs, all that kind of stuff. He done lost with D-Wade. He done lost with Chris Bosh. He done lost with Ray Allen. You know, imagine those type of teammates being on Jordan's team, Ray Allen's and, people like that. You know, he done lost with great talent. And lost with Kyrie Irving, one of the best point guards to ever play the game. So when you've had that much talent and you fail with that type of talent, you know, can't be the GOAT. You ain't better than Mike. Yes, he had. Bron played with Dwayne Wade, which was the Finals MVP, and he was the Finals MVP player in 2006. He was already a champion, Finals MVP, so he did play with another MVP. Yes. So you're wrong. D-Wade had to show him how to win because he didn't know how. Kevin Garnett said it was all mental. He was too fragile up here in the head. They was able to get to him. Boston was able to rough him up. So there you go. Talking about he never played with an MVP player. Then he played with that MVP player in Houston. In Cleveland because Dwayne Wade came to the Cleveland Cavaliers. It doesn't matter. He was the Finals MVP. He's known as the third greatest shooting guard of all time. So you got Michael Jordan, Kobe Bryant, Dwayne Wade, and arguably Jerry West. Those are your top 4 shooting guards of all time. He was known as the greatest Miami Heat player of all time, who's getting a statue put out of American Airlines Arena, and a former Finals MVP who led his team to an NBA championship and won it before LeBron did. So he is the MVP player and on the greatest stage, not the regular season. Like Karl Malone won in the regular season, but he never won in the playoffs. But on the bigger stage, Dwayne Wade did. I keep hearing more excuses. Kobe lost, this person lost, that person lost. Still don't validate the fact that LeBron lost 6 times in the NBA Finals with more help than anybody has ever had in NBA history. This was a good game by Udoka. Good game by Udoka. I like what he did. I like how he had him attacking the basket. He kept the pressure on the Lakers tonight because we knew them bums would be tired after coming off of that horrific Golden State game where that game was very manipulated. So they ended, I think they went to 2 overtimes, and the Udoka's plan, he 2-man, he pick and roll, because LeBron and AD have a hard time guarding the pick and roll. He attacked the basket, and they was able to break them down defensively, and they was able to knock down threes. They was able to hit threes everywhere. So that was a perfect game tonight, and that's one of the ways that you beat the Lakers. You keep the ball moving around. See who the Lakers play next. Think they got the Atlanta Hawks? Let's see. They got the Atlanta Hawks, I believe. Let's see. The Atlanta Hawks tomorrow on a back-to-back. I don't know how that game's going to go. If I had to bet, they're probably going to help the Lakers win that because I don't have faith in the Hawks. Wade should have won before Brian. Oh, my God. No. What year did the Cleveland Cavaliers have the best record in the league? They had the best record in the league 2 seasons in a row and still lost in the Eastern Conference Finals. So that's just excuses. Oh, I'm sorry. All day. All right, I'm going to get off here, man. We're going to be ready for the game tomorrow. I'm tired. I enjoy seeing the Lakers get their butt spanked tonight. I always love when the Lakers lose. I am not a Laker hater. I just don't like what LeBron has done to that organization. They should put a flopping statue out there. All right, man. Y'all get on my YouTube, Raw Sports TV 23. Make sure y'all follow me over there. Like, subscribe. And we're going to see what's going to happen tomorrow. The Lakers play the Atlanta Hawks, Trae Young. If I had to bet money, I'm going to go ahead on and bet on the Lakers because I just don't trust the I don't trust the Toronto. I don't trust the Atlanta Hawks. All right, y'all. Peace. Let's get out.